These chickens here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chicks. Most of Easter chicks. A few of them are going to be Rhode Island Reds. And I believe this one here and this one here and this one down here, it's going to be a Rhode Island Red. And like this here, little colorful ones, this little colorful one, those will be like the Easter chickens, and that they produce the colored eggs. And of course we got one little oddball guy here, everybody can see. That's this one right here. See if we can get him up to move around a little bit. Notice that one has a bill on it. And that's because we had one duck egg. We actually had 3, but only one of them took place, and one of them I happened to find, which was this duck right over here. And I happened to find that just laying around with our ducks had laid eggs, and then some raccoons had gotten at them, and I found that egg inside the shed where they lived during the night, and it must have been that God was just saying, hey, we got one more here, and I dated it and put it in an incubator, and it was the only one that actually hatched. See if we can get her to move around a little bit. She likes to drink. She's really cuddly. I didn't know if she was going to make it at first because she didn't want me to get out of her shell, and then sometimes what happens is they get stuck and they can't move because their body dries out. So I was really worried about that, so I kind of helped them out and peeled the shell apart and that, and let her go, and she had a little trouble at first, but then eventually she came around and that. But she's starting to get around and move pretty good now. They all seem to love her because she's the fluffy one, and she cleans the other ones too. She'll actually start clean out their feathers, and if she sees that they need a little help in cleaning up, she'll actually do it, because that's just part of what duck does is very articulate on making sure that they're clean. But they all love to hang around her. I think it's the down and feathers that they like. She's just warm. And there she is. She's doing a little cleaning, and cleans herself all the time. They just kind of fall asleep and lay on her. They don't want to be around her and lay on top. Sometimes you have 4 or 5 of them at a time on her. They're all about maybe a day old now, 24 hours. And it's the first 12 hours, 24 hours that really make the difference on these little guys here. You can tell. And if they're going to pass away, it's within that first day. She's cleaning herself again. They're just kind of, they're so cute, pretty, and interesting, and how even though they are with other chicks, the first day she was doing food, eating food right away. I have a little tomato paste that I made her out of real tomatoes, pureed it. Looks like she got something right now she's eating. And then she's drinking the water, and everybody else takes, about 48 hours for them to do that. So it's kind of neat how their body already says, hey, let's do this. I'm going to eat and drink right away. I don't know what she's getting at, but I think she's eating some food that maybe I put down for the chickens, because I'm trying to get them to start picking and eating. Now, I failed to say that. Just remember now that we have 3 chickens that are actually probably about 2 days old now. Well, will be in probably about another 6 hours or so. So they're already starting to get their, idea that, hey, they can peck and eat. Otherwise, for 36, 48 hours, they won't do anything. That's a little tomato paste and water that I put down for, especially for the duck there. And that's what he's drinking, because no one else will drink it or eat it, but he will. They're looking to say, well, what are you doing? But they won't touch it. And they like water. Ducks like water because they like to clear the sinuses out, so they're very messy when it comes to having them. Yeah, they don't mind standing in it, but they don't want to eat it. No interest at all. Not even interested in eating right now. Little chicks. They just want to know what you doing. You got one in there. A couple of them are just saying very interested in them. I want to see if she goes back to, there we go, little eating again. And that's so good for that little tomato that I put in there, a little water. The grass, they put that in themselves. They just kick it around. Being that the duck was the only one that survived out of the coons and everything, and all the other ducks are gone, that this one means a lot to us right now. So having this little one is quite the extraordinary thing and heartwarming. And they sure like to make a lot of noise. The one on the left right over here, that's one of the 2 that hatched this morning. They seem to be getting along pretty good. Alright, well, that's it for now, so I'll just turn off.